Hi, boys and girls. This is our third read of Amazing Animals. This is our Lesson 22 anchor text in our Unit 5 textbook. And we have comprehension tests on this story on Friday. We're going to read the words from yesterday, then we're going to read the story one more time. It's a long story. And then we shall have our little comprehension quiz. So remember that Gwendolyn Hooks, who loves animals, wrote this story about these wild animals. And remember, it's informational text, just facts. The photos are going to give you some detailed information, and then she's going to add her facts to the story. And so these are the words from yesterday. Let's start off with the vocabulary words. Dolphin, porcupine, toes, like the toes of the duck, camel, polar bear, color, amazing. And then here are our sight words. Begins, baby, follow, learning, ate, until, years, young, and that's our word review. So let's read it and then we shall take our test, our, informal text. What does that big word say? Amazing animals. And I'm going to give my finger a big kiss at the end if it remembers to track all the words. And we won't stop to talk about anything. We're just going to read. Are we ready? Big eyes, long beak, thick fur, big squeak. Animals get a lot of help as they grow up. Let's find out about 8 amazing animals. Polar bear. A polar bear has thick fur. Each hair is like a tube. The hair has no color, like glass. The sun makes it look white. How does thick white fur help? Thick fur helps polar bears stay warm. The color of their fur looks the same as snow. This helps them hide. Where does this cute young polar bear like to hide? Elephant. An elephant has a long nose. The nose is called a trunk. It takes many years for an elephant to grow 2 big teeth. These teeth are called tusks. How do tusks and a trunk help? Elephants use their tusks to scrape bark off trees. Then they eat the bark. These elephants are learning to use their trunks to get water. Sometimes they will spray water at a friend. Camel. Some camels have 1 hump. Some have 2. All camels have 2 rows of eyelashes. How do humps and thick eyelashes help? A camel's hump has fat inside. On long trips, A camel's body uses the fat for food. A camel's eyelashes keep out the desert sand. This baby camel will follow his mother when the herd goes from place to place. Duck. A duck is a bird. It has 2 feet, and each foot has 3 toes. A duck has a beak too. How do feet and a beak help? Ducks use their feet to swim in the water or walk on land. They use their beaks to eat plants and bugs. Look! This duck uses her beak to clean her friend. Giraffe. A giraffe has spots. A giraffe has a long neck. How do spots and a long neck help? A giraffe's spots help it hide. A giraffe's long neck helps it reach the leaves of trees. This giraffe's long neck helps her reach her baby. She gives him a big kiss. Porcupine. A porcupine has soft quills when it is born. The quills get sharp in a day or 2. How do quills help? Quills help keep a porcupine safe. If an animal begins to come too close, the porcupine backs into it. The sharp quills hurt. Quills tell this cub to stay away. Turtle. A turtle has a shell that is very hard. How does a hard shell help? A turtle can hide inside its shell from an animal that may hurt it. The turtle waits until the animal goes away. Then the turtle comes back out. You're safe now, turtle. Dolphin. A dolphin's tail has 2 parts called flukes. A dolphin has 2 flippers. How do tail flukes and flippers help? A dolphin flips its tail flukes up and down to swim fast. It uses its flippers to turn to the left or right. These 2 dolphins swim away fast. Who will be first? Have fun, dolphins! So I'm going to give my finger a pat on its back, give it a big kiss, because it tracked every single word. And my voice tried to read every word. Of course, I can read because I've been practicing since I was in 1st grade or kindergarten. But anyway, I'm going to give it the appreciation it deserves. So here's the questions. I'm going to have you give me 1, 2, or 3 fingers to show what the answers are. So why did Gwendolyn Hooks write this story? she loves animals, she works at a zoo, or um, she likes hot dogs. Okay, it's because she loves animals. That's why she wrote it. Okay, this story gives true facts about animals. So it's called a biography, a fantasy, or informational text. It's informational text. When it has a whole bunch of facts, it's informational text. How many amazing animals were in this story? Were there 8, 10, or 5? There were 8 amazing animals in this story. What helps polar bears stay warm? Do you remember? Was it a warm fire? Was it snow pants? Or was it thick fur? Thick fur keeps them warm. An elephant's long nose is called a tusk, a trunk, or a hood. It's called a tusk. What? No, it's not called a tusk. It's called a trunk. I had the right fingers out, but not the right word. This is definitely a trunk. Why does a camel have 2 sets of eyelashes? Like, is it because they're for keeping sand out of their eyes? Or are the lashes for them to look pretty? Or are the lashes for them in case it loses one set of the eyelashes? No, the reason they have their 2 sets of eyelashes is to keep the sand out of their eyes. Good job. So what do ducks not use their feet for? To walk on land, to swim in water, or to clean their feathers? Ducks do not use their feet to clean their feathers. They do use them to walk on land and swim in water. So what helps a giraffe reach leaves in a tree? Is it its long neck, its brown spots, or its long legs? I think they want you to say its long neck. But if it didn't have long legs, they wouldn't be reaching those leaves. So, what body part helps keep a porcupine safe? Is it its tail? Is it its quills? Or is it its nasty smell? What keeps it safe? Its quills. Okay, let's see. So where does a turtle hide to be safe? Does he hide in a hole, underwater, or in its shell? It hides in its shell. So to turn left or right, does the dolphin use its flippers? Does it use its flukes? Or does it use its fin? You should have had one finger up. It uses its flippers to turn left and right. So what was this book mostly about? Was it mostly about elephants? Mostly about amazing animals and their body parts? Or was it mostly about polar bears? It was mostly about amazing animals and their body parts. Okay, good job. This is a long story, like one of the longest ones in the book. You did a fantastic job. If you're still here, I thank you for being here, and thank you for being a great student. Bye-bye.